Okay, we're starting our new project today, and it's going to be a pretty big one. We are tearing down our old chicken coop. This is the main chicken coop we've used for years. It's falling apart, and we were going to, kind of replace things as they fell apart, and it went into disrepair, and then we had something break into it and get some of our animals. So we have decided that we are going to just redo the whole flight cage and chicken coop. And in order to do that, we're going to take down all of this, the netting, the frame, everything. Once all that's down, we're going to cut back all of the poison sumac and other stuff that's growing, blackberries and stuff. Got some biohazard suits to put on so we don't get the poison sumac on us. And then we're going to use aviary netting that we got to build a new flight cage. A little bit easier system than the frame that we have now. And so let's get started. So the first thing we got to do is put everybody up. So Dale is going to take this nest box that we have set up here for the fantails, and we're just going to put that in the coop as well. She's actually sitting on eggs, so we're going to try to keep her as good as we can get her. All right. Okay, so now we're just going to cut this along the top of the fence. Okay, we've got most of the original flight cage down. The whole frame is down, as you can see. And then we've been going around and trimming all the stuff back, especially the poison sumac. We got trimmed back, and we're going to start setting up to put up the new screen. So we got this on Amazon. We decided to go with legit aviary netting. We don't want to have a repeat of what happened, and even though the other stuff was working great and I highly recommend it, we're going to go with something a little bit more heavy duty this time. Also got this thing, Hog Ring pliers. So those are to attach the two pieces together of aviary netting, and also to attach it to the fence. And I got some extras. So the netting itself is 12 feet by 100 feet. It's a 100-foot roll of it. So we're going to lay two pieces side by side, both of them 28 feet, and then attach them. So we'll end up with a 24 by 28 square foot piece. Yeah, so this stuff is really nice. This is almost like what they put up like a driving range type stuff, or maybe behind like a softball stadium or something. I don't know. It's really good stuff. This is like proper aviary zoo type stuff. So I'm glad we got this. This is going to be a good thing. So Sally has definitely outgrown her pool. We have another one that we use that's got sawdust in it to where she can run around in the kitchen. It's just a children's pool with like sawdust in the bottom of it. But it's got high sides, so she can run around in it and not just, and then we also have diapers for her. But she can't even fully submerge herself in this pool. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is we'll start fresh in the morning, as it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night right now. But we've got these poles in, and these poles are going to hold up a steel wire that we got at Tractor Supply, and that steel wire will go from that pole to this pole, and that will act as the main beam for the netting to hang over. And then we will attach it with those hog rings right up against the top of this fence, and then we left the netting from before, and it'll get attached right there. We've got stakes for the bottom. We're also going to line the bottom with wood from the old coop that's going to get torn down, this original coop. And then the shed that we got is 4x6, and it's going to go right here in this spot. So this new flight cage will probably be looking more like a flight cage tomorrow. Let's see. And we had to bring these fans out. These poor rabbits overheated today, so we brought the fans out and gave everybody cold water. All right, so tomorrow we'll start on this fresh. Okay, good morning. Next day, we are starting fresh and early on this hardware stuff. This is stuff that we got at Tractor Supply yesterday. So I got some steel wire and a pulley and some hooks and different stuff here. And what we're going to do is, this is how we're going to run our guy wire across between the two poles, and that's what our netting will go over. And I'm going to show how I do this. But on one side, this wire is going to go through this pulley system to where you can raise and lower the net. So let's get started putting this stuff together. Okay, we've got this ready. This is the finished product right before we put the netting up. So we have the poles ready. We've cleaned out the stuff that we needed to clean out to be able to fit the netting in here, and then we've got the rabbit cage moved, which that was one of the goals to get done today too, was get this bigger hutch moved over to here. So we cut the legs off, got that moved, repaired the fence back there, and provided them with a little more shade. And the reason we moved that is because at the very end there where that pole is, just to one side of that, from where we're standing to the left side, there's going to be a full-size door, like a screen door or a lightweight door right there, something wooden or aluminum or something along those lines. So the other door we had, you know, we just built, and it was flimsy and it was constantly having to be repaired. So we just want to use a regular size door that we can get in and out of. We can get the wheelbarrow through and all that. So we're excited to get this netting up. The birds have all been in the coop for nearly 24 hours now. They got fed in there this morning, so they're not happy being, no pun intended, cooped up, but was the unfortunate thing that we had to do in order to get this netting up. So let's get it up and let them out. Just like that. It shouldn't come out. It's going to be pointing like slightly down. So okay, so now both sides are up. This is the side with the pulley, so you can see the cable going across to the other side. So how this works is, and we got to put we put some guy wires to kind of hold the weight off the back end. Here's the cable coming in on this end, and then it goes up to a pulley, as you can see. And so as I pull that, it tightens up. So we're just going to put the netting over the top of that and then just raise it up like that. That's how we're going to raise and lower the net. There's the first one. So this will get attached, this netting will now get attached along this fence line, all the way to the end and then around. And then once it's completely attached, that's when we'll raise up to the true height we want to have it, which is just about 10 feet.